listening to you talk about the internship, I think one of the key piece of advice I would give you, as both someone who's been through the internship recruiting process as a student, and then has also been on the other side of the table, is simplify things sometimes and just make sure you're doing a good job finding a way to help your peer or help your boss. And I
Okay.
don't mean that in some altruistic way. I mean
Hmm.
that in a very practical, get shit done at work kind of way.
Hmm.
You've got to get in there. I think one of the most important things you can do as an intern, because, you don't have 10 years of experience, right? You're
Hmm.
not going to know exactly what to do. The whole point of an internship is to get experience and to build that experience. So what you're going to want to do is when you're in these meetings, I like to say when you're in the big meeting, because you're going to be some big meetings and some small meetings, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
And big, I just mean the more head count. If you're in a big meeting with 20 people, probably don't say anything. Just take a lot of notes, right? That should be your default mode. The bigger the meeting, the more people in it, the more you should have your heads down and just taking furious, doesn't even matter if you know what they're talking about or not. Just furiously take notes.
Yeah.
And then when you're in the small meeting, usually after that big meeting, then you'll have a small meeting, kind of with your
Hmm.
direct supervisor, some peers, or something like that. That's where, ask your questions, and ask good questions based on the notes that you just took.
Hmm.
And your goal in doing that is to find a homework assignment, because that's the difference between school and work. We're always doing homework assignments. There's lots of work to be done. At school, your professor gives you your homework assignment and they tell you when it's due. At work, that doesn't always happen. And at work, you'll see that a lot of times, especially when you're just getting started in a new role, you've got to find that homework assignment because nobody else knows what you can do. And so, the only way that they can figure out what you can do is by you raising your hand and saying, "Hey, you know what? I can do this part of the analysis.
Hmm.
Can I take that on?" And jumping in and offering to help. And they might tell you, no, don't worry about it. So and so's got it. That's okay. But now, how do you look in front of everybody? You look good. You look like, okay, this guy's proactive. He wants to help. He wants to support the team. He's a team player. And all these good things. And it's all because you're just trying to find yourself a homework assignment, trying to find a way to physically help the people to your left, to your right, above you, all around.